I'm good, ready to go.
All right, sit back. Whenever you guys are ready, you can start.
Hi, my name is Sophia Hutchison, and my team is Jalen Chavarria, Johnny Palumbo, Grant Madison, and Rebecca Shoemaker. Together, we are Safe Pack.
Imagine this. You're a 17-year-old boy, and you're attending Lollapalooza, a 4-day music festival that takes place in Chicago. You attend the music festival with 10 of your friends. However, by the end of it, all 10 of your friends, and yourself included, end up homeless. As a result, you all have to purchase new phones, which is a task that can take a lot of time and money.
Now I know what you're thinking. This story is made up and unrealistic. But what if I told you this story was true? This was the story of my brother when he attended Lollapalooza last year. After hearing about this story, I hope you realize that this is a real problem that is reoccurring all over the world. In 2017, at Coachella, a concert in California, one man single-handedly stole 130 phones, with each phone averaging up to $800. This adds up to over $104,000 worth of phones stolen in one day.
Now, you personally may have never had your phone stolen, but I can guarantee that each and every one of you have had the fear of losing your phone. Whether you're going to an amusement park, music festival, or just shopping at the mall, no one wants to lose their phone.
As a team, we are trying to solve the problem of phone theft at large crowd events by using the same products that people are already bringing in these events, such as music festivals and amusement parks.
As of now, music festivals such as Lollapalooza prohibited the use of multi-pocketed bags such as backpacks. This has forced many festival goers, most of them girls, to resort to using fanny packs to protect their belongings. Because of this, we have created Safe Pack. Safe Pack is a one-of-a-kind fanny pack that incorporates a clear phone pouch to hold your phone. This fanny pack can protect your belongings, and if your phone gets stolen, it will retract it back to your body.
Safe Pack allows your phone to be accessible because even though it's stored in a phone pouch, the pouch is clear as well as waterproof, therefore allowing you to use and access your phone freely. Safe Pack will also come in a variety of colors and designs to match any outfit that you plan to create. In addition, Safe Pack ensures the safety of your phone by maintaining a connection to the phone pouch via a durable retractable cord.
After interviewing both boys and girls, we have been able to conclude that our target market consists of girls ages 14 to 24 who attend music festivals, amusement parks, and/or other crowded events. These girls all have the fear of losing their phone. They're more inclined to buying our fanny pack because of a fashion statement, as well as they don't want their phone stolen, unlike boys.
Our total addressable market is calculated to be $3 billion, according to a research firm called NPD Group. This number represents the total revenue made by the bag manufacturing industry in the United States in 2017.
Our serviceable addressable market is $100 million according to a study done by Mark Bain, a fashion reporter. This number represents the amount of money spent on purchasing fanny packs from the time span of September 2016 to September 2017.
This brings us to our first-year market share, which we have calculated to be 0.02%. We got this number by dividing our first-year sales of 600 by the total sales of fanny packs in the United States of 4 million.
We currently have no direct competitors in our market, which makes our product very unique. However, our indirect competitors include the Apple Find My iPhone app, the Android Find My Device app, as well as iPhone cases with wrist straps.
Our estimated price per unit is going to be $25. We got this number using value pricing. As all of our phones are issued with hundreds of dollars, people we have interviewed have constantly stated that they would be more than willing to pay the $25 necessary to protect their phone. Our cost of goods sold is going to be around $13.50. This is very high right now, but this is the prices that we bought the individual components for our fanny pack.
$13.50 is the amount that we have spent on buying these items through retail prices. However, this number could potentially be brought down to about $5 depending on wholesale prices as well as the quantity of our orders. Since we have not received a response from any manufacturers that we have sent emails to, we do not have an exact quote on what this number will be in the future. Selling our product for $25 and manufacturing for a cost of $13.50 will leave us with a gross profit margin of 45%, which will hopefully increase once we have received a quote from these manufacturers.
With our current gross profit margin of 45%, we can project a first-year gross profit of $7,000. This will come from selling 600 fanny packs. In our 5th year, we will be receiving a gross profit of $160,000 from selling 14,000 fanny packs. Due to the seasonality of many attractions that we will be selling at, our key sales months are going to be June, July, and August. due to the increased attendance of these attractions over the summer.
After receiving our first minimal viable product funding, we have been able to enhance our social media presence, our product design, as well as starting to establish real-world connections. Through the development of our product, we have been able to conclude that the sections of our business model that encompass the most risks are the customer risks. These include customer relationships, customer segments, as well as channels.
We created a new landing page that is more eye-appealing to our customers as well as able to understand our product better. We use our landing page as a direct channel for our customers to pre-order our product.
The largest component of our MVP testing phase was through social media ad campaigns. Through these campaigns, we tested two things: our customer segments, who was interested in our product, and our customer relationships, what the most effective way to market to our customers was.
Results of promotions have consisted of over 12,000 impressions on Instagram and 2,500 reaches on Facebook. In addition, we have also had over 40 link clicks from our ad campaigns to our website. Although our ad campaigns were unsuccessful in acquiring pre-orders, they were still successful in giving our product exposure.
This is why we have decided to go through email chains to gain exposure and acquire pre-orders. As a result, we have been able to acquire 33 pre-orders after sending out our first email chain to 35 recipients.
We also created a professional video via Fiverr, which we promoted on our Instagram and our Facebook page, as well as we put it on our landing page. We also, before spring break, constructed and distributed 8 different fanny packs to 8 girls that were attending St. Patrick's Day Parade and going on spring break. Out of these 8 girls, 2 mentioned wanting to buy our product, and we also got a lot of valuable feedback back from these 8 girls after distributing a Google survey to them. And we got a lot of suggestions how they wanted the fanny pack a little bigger so they can store more items in the fanny pack.
Adding on, we have also began reaching out to other entrepreneurs who have successfully created businesses that are connected with music festivals. One of these individuals includes Nick Athanasopoulos, who is the co-founder of Bonded Beverage, which is a company that provides music festivals with drinks. After speaking with Nick, he has been able to give us a lot of valuable insight and information regarding his beliefs on how we should reach out to manufacturers as well as reach out to these music festivals to gain them as customers.
With all of the information we received as part of our MVP testing, we have decided that we will be asking for $9,000 in exchange for 30% of our company. We got this based off a post-money valuation of $30,000. With our post-money valuation, to find our post-money valuation, we used an exit multiple of 6 times our net income. We found this is very generous because many companies like ours sold their companies for 20 to 30 times the net income. Along with a very generous exit multiple, we are incorporating a 60% discount rate on your potential investment. The $9,000 will go towards this. $2,000 will go towards legal costs. This includes an LLC, patents, and trademarks. $1,000 will go towards first-year marketing, which, as we mentioned, will be mainly for brand awareness. $3,000 will go towards startup inventory, so we can begin experimenting selling at music festivals this summer through Nick. And $3,000 will be used as a liquidity cushion if our estimates are off. So, to achieve an exit for the investor, we will be selling our company at the end of 5 years to a strategic financial buyer. This will leave our company with an internal rate of return of 45% and give you a money multiple of 6.2 times.
After Grant's brother receives an email from SafePack, he tells all his friends to pre-order it for Lala this summer. So if you want to save time, money, and your phone, then don't slack and use SafePack. Thank you.
So we actually have some demos that we're going to be handing out to you right now, so you can play around with it, see the retractability of it, and
Will the phone touchscreen work through the
yes, as well as the camera quality will be good and the microphone and speaker
Thank
quality.
you.
That's what we have primarily tested through these tests that we ran over spring break and the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
And do your customer segment is primarily girls? Do people realize, like if I went to Lollapalooza, would a lot of girls have fanny packs on?
The majority usually do, because they don't allow bags. They only allow like clear bags pretty much, so they want you to have smaller bags on you.
What about the safety of the cord? You guys talked about the theft issue. Talk to us about the safety of this retractable cord.
So the cord is actually made of Kevlar, which is known as one of the strongest materials. It can only be cut with heavy wire cutters with the cord we are currently using. And we highly doubt many thieves will be carrying wire cutters to these music festivals. And if it turns out that they will be more likely to go for someone who is not wearing our product.
Wonderful in your lawn, yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So, when you mentioned 45% gross margin, but really you make a compelling argument why it should be 80% gross margin, because the cost will come down. When you did your projections, did you assume 20% or did you assume 45%?
Out of our gross profit margin,
Yeah.
we did assume 45%.
Yeah, I would like redo that. I mean, it's just not going to be the case. You're not going to buy everything at retail and
Exactly.
put it together. So to give us a more realistic, feel for your financials, I think 20% or 80% gross margin. Because right, 25 minus 5 leaves you 40.
So with a
30,
75% gross profit margin, that would give us a gross profit of about $10,000 from our first year instead of $7,000.
Okay. And what's the year 5 that it really gets
Our
to be?
year 5 would go up. Can you go back to that slide? So that would go up above $200,000.
And what did the 8 girls that used the product over spring break, what was the feedback that you got?
They loved the fanny pack. They said it was useful, especially like at the St. Patrick's Day parade where there's a bunch of people around them. They just wanted more room to put more materials in, because I think they were carrying more than just like their phone and like.
Is this the
money
bigger
and stuff.
version or the smaller version?
That's the only version we have made.
And they wanted more room than this.
Yes.
People also were more inclined to buying it if there were other colors and designs, which we have already planned to manufacture our product as such.
And you mentioned that your campaign grant that you were talking about, Instagram, Facebook, got 40, people viewing your site, but no pre-orders.
Yeah.
And then quickly there was 33 pre-orders that came from that. I missed
After
that.
sending out an email chain, we sent out an email chain to 35 people, we were able to get 33 pre-orders. We already had 7 pre-orders from our before, right?
Yeah, like when so the ad campaigns were successful in acquiring like minimal pre-orders, but we saw like the biggest acquirement after we sent out the email chain. The next day we had 33 out of 35 recipients pre-order it.
Well, what
So
did you change?
33 emails go out, and 33 of the people not only open the email, read it, go to your website, and also hit pre-order.
So with the ad campaigns, it's distributed amongst like many thousands of people's Instagram and Facebook feeds. So it's very easy for someone just to see it, but like not read it, not click through, and just swipe through it, because like teenagers are always just swiping on their phones. Whereas an email directly sent to individuals, since it went straight to their inbox, they were more inclined to reading it because it seemed like it was more directed just towards them and not towards like the public.
It's a crazy high response rate.
Another aspect.
So,
of that,
so who were these 35 people?
They're Barrington kids that we emailed out.
Just
to.
people you
Yes.
knew?
Yeah.
And the price was communicated.
Mhm.
And did they get to the same landing environment as the Instagram people? Again, we only had 4 people click on and actually make a decision. It was all the
Yeah.
same, or did you change messaging?
We didn't change anything. It was directed towards the same spot. Basically, I think the aspect through Instagram was more of the anonymous kind of thing. Even though we're directing towards like an area, it wasn't all just Barrington, so it was more that anonymous aspect. But the emails was more of like a close, like we can trust you, you can trust us, stuff like that.
Was it all teens, or was it to parents?
Teens, but some parents pre-ordered as well when we had it. We had 7 before through the Facebook and Instagram. We just didn't have that many.
Yeah, I would unpack that. It's so high of a conversion, it's not credible. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong and you're giving us fake information. What I'm thinking is you might be analyzing the information wrong, and some of those pre-orders actually came from different campaigns or or the 35 were already like pre-sold and it was a confirmation, are you sure you wanted her? But 33 out of 35 people don't do anything in this world, you know, like, it's really hard to get that much of a call to action.
I think it was, they were more inclined to doing it because some of the recipients were the same people that we interviewed during our problem solution interview process. So
Okay.
they already had some background knowledge about our product, and they just were able to acquire more information.
Just wouldn't extrapolate it to a broader.
Yeah, be nice to, so don't think that email like worked and social media didn't, because it's not a fair comparison. That was people that you already teed up, and so keep trying on social media and keep trying on email.
Is this pouch or the one you're looking at, the phone pouch, is it water resistant?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can you just, there's a lot of things that are so positive about it, and I get the connection to the music festivals. I guess I just see broader interest and appeal for, like you said, amusement parks or other big activities. Is there like one compelling reason why you're really focused on music festivals?
That's because the majority of fanny pack wearers in our target market are girls who go to music festivals.
Okay.
It's sort of a trend when you go to music festivals, you can wear your fanny pack. That's why we decided.
Come on,
to
Christy.
focus there.
We apparently
I
don't
don't
know
know.
that.
I would think it's the only place you wear a fanny
I
You wouldn't be caught dead wearing a fanny pack outside of a meeting. No, some events that I've been to have required women to have clear purses.
Yes.
Have you thought about, is that true for any music events, and should you have a clear version?
So yeah, that's actually the thing with a lot of NFL teams.
Yeah.
Some NFL teams are starting to require clear just for more security purposes. As of now, most music festivals have not yet required that, but if they do, we should be adjusting our product.
Okay, and given that you've attached this in here and it's black and you don't see it, and when it's clear, you would kind of see what the internal mechanism is, you might want to, think about
Yeah.
that. So did you guys make all these?
Yes,
Yes.
Sophia and I actually hand sewed them ourselves.
How long did it take?
20 minutes for each one.
Okay.
Is the mechanism long enough that you can use your phone while it's attached?
Yes.
And so how many do you need to sell in the first year?
So right now we're projecting selling 600. This is a very generous estimate. We could do this would be the minimum that we would be selling at music festivals and amusement parks.
And would you be selling them at the event itself,
Yes.
right before you enter, kind of?
Yeah, so when I talked to Mr. Athanasopoulos, who is the co-founder of Bonded Beverage, he offered to reach out to music festivals such as Spring Awakening and Riot Fest for us in order to get us selling on site and coordinating with those festival producers. So one of his things that he suggested to us was selling right as they walk through the gate.
Yeah.
So just getting them in those long lines where they're just waiting.
I would think this is a point of purchase event. Although I don't know what you do with your old purse.
Right.
Like,
Would Bonded be willing to take a couple of these into the festival and have them out? So that, it's like, if I saw someone with that cord attached, I would find it intriguing if I was in the market.
So yeah, what you said about the point of purchase, that's exactly what we're thinking. We're thinking people who could physically hold the product would be much more likely to buy it. As our MVP tests have shown, we had 40 people go to our website, and from the data we received back, none of them actually pre-ordered. So maybe the thing is they want to feel it, they want to actually test out the durability, because there's a lot of claims that you don't necessarily know are true until you can actually hold the fanny pack.
the other thing I would do is, if I was setting up at a concert, I would have kind of like a coat check environment where you can give me your old purse, I'll give you a clean ticket for it. You can swap out all your stuff, put it in my fanny pack. I'll sell you a fanny pack, but I'll also store your purse for you, and when you walk back out, you give me a claim check and I give you your purse back. Because if you're doing a point of purchase, unless someone has all the stuff in their hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are they going to do with their purse? They can't really shove it in the fanny pack. So you could solve for that would be like a high value service, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
Great, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.